This is continuation from the previous lecture. In the previous lesson we have learned about cross page postback, and we have written an example demonstrating cross page postback. There is one more thing that we have to mention here is we are posting content from page 1 to page 2, and we have right clicked on page 1 and we have set it as startup page. So when you browse for the website, it will open page1.aspx because we have set it as startup page. But if the user tries to access page2.aspx directly, it gives us an error. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. On line number 14, it is giving an error as there is null object. There is nothing in this property. Previous page property contains null value, and you are trying to use that null value to access an object which no longer exists. So that is the reason we have object reference not set to an instance of an object. So this can happen in real time. So what we can do is, to avoid it, in the page 2 we have to write a condition so that only if it is a cross page postback the user should be allowed to access the page. Otherwise he should be redirected to page 1. So for that we have to check first of all whether previous page is not equal to null and previous page dot is cross page postback is true. Only when these two conditions are met, he should be allowed to access the page. Otherwise he should be redirected to page 1, page1.aspx. Now save this. Now we'll make page 1 as startup page. Now go to debug, start with the debugging. So as usually we have page 1 here, page1.aspx, but now if the user tries to access page 2 by typing page2.aspx in the URL, now we don't have any error because the server has redirected him to page 1. Now in the page 1 you can enter some data. Now click button 1, so it will cause a postback to itself. So we have the contents of the text box in the label. Now when I click this button, now we are in the page 2. Now we have the contents of the text box as usually. So in this way we can avoid errors when we are using cross page postback.